for me, the most important thing, and the academy is great. For me, it's the best one out there. It's your mentorship, Suleiman. Knowing that there is always someone that is there and ready to help us. And I told you this in a message every time, every single time that I was sending you a message with any doubt, a question about anything, you every time you answered me, man. And for me, this is the most valuable thing that I could get from the academy, because courses, you can get a lot of courses out there, of course not as good as this one, but having someone that can lead you and can teach you and can guide you and okay, do this and that, for me, that's it's priceless. It's priceless. So my experience, it's has been great in this academy.
Hey guys, it's Suleiman. In this video, we have Silas. Silas is one of my first ever students, and he's a prime example of someone not giving up and not taking no as an answer. He's had a lot of struggles, a lot of pushbacks, a lot of no's, a lot of rejections, but he shows you that if you're someone who doesn't give up, who takes action, even when all of the odds are stacked against you, you can still make things happen. Silas had no previous tech experience. He was working at a non-profit organization and now is working at one of the biggest companies in Portugal. He shares his story, he shares his wins, he shares his experience, and he also shares his struggles that he's gone through, the pressure that he put on himself. And to be honest, he's definitely one of the students who had the most difficult path, but still made things happen. Even though everyone just thinks it's impossible to break into tech in the current time of the market. So stay tuned and watch all the way through the end. Yeah, take inspiration from this and ultimately take action. See you very soon for another testimonial. Peace.
Oh, Silas, congrats, dude. How did it feel when you got the confirmation that you got your new role?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing because, as you know, lots of work, of study, lots of hours on this. And well, when you put the effort for something and you work and work, and then you finally see the results, it's amazing, you know? So yeah, it was really, really nice. Really
Yeah.
good.
And yeah, I know how hard you've been working.
Yeah.
And, we've been keeping in touch and stuff. But what kept you going? Because you had a lot of no's, you had a lot of troubles, right? How did you keep pushing? Because when you joined, I think you were joining the academy calls and stuff, and I could sense you were a bit doubtful that this is possible. So how did you go from being doubtful to learning to getting the rejections and then getting hired?
Well, yes, you are correct. You are correct. At the beginning, I was a little bit doubt with this kind of doubts. Yes, of course. And I think it was because I had no tech background. I'm with 42 years old, and everywhere when you have 30, you are already too late and too old to enter in this area. So of course, for me, and I had a very stable job even in the UK when I was living there. So moving from a stable thing to a thing that you really want to do, and with these kind of obstacles that you put in your, well, because I think sometimes it's ourselves. We put these obstacles. So yeah, and we see so many things that are being advertising in the internet, and okay, is this true? It is not true, because for me it was totally new for me. It's totally new area for my life. So of course I got all of these doubts. And what kept me going, you ask? Well, I remember one of your videos, Solly, when you said that, and what if you couldn't give up? And it was me, because I was thinking, oh, I have a wife, I have two children, I cannot give up. I need to keep going and keep going and keep going. And of course, lots of rejection when I was there in the UK because of the sponsorship thing. It was okay. The meetings will end. The moment I say, okay, I need the sponsorship, so the people say, no, okay, no, we prefer to go with someone that doesn't need the sponsorship. So that's why I decided to move back here to Portugal. But still here I had a lot of interviews as well. So I was going to the second phase, but well, something was missing still. And then I had this new opportunity. But yes, the key was keep going, never give up, showing every day, put the work, the effort. Every day I was waking up at, I don't know, 6 a.m. at least,
Mm.
study, working, creating projects, sharing them online. And to be honest, most of the interviews that I had, I was not applying for them. So the people were coming out to me, and reaching out and say, okay, we have this and this. So can you come for an interview? So yeah, so this is the way I try to overcome thinking in my family that I cannot give up and I need to do and I need to continue because I already I had already took the decision. This decision, I said to my employee that okay, I'm employer that I'm not going to work anymore, so I needed to
Make it
carry on.
happen.
I
Yeah.
couldn't give up.
Yeah. So you basically burned all the boats. So you had no option but
Yeah.
to succeed, right?
Yes.
You really put yourself in a very uncomfortable position. Like most people won't take this risk. But I think you waited to see, is this possible, right? So like what made you say, you know what, I'm quitting my full-time job? Tell us what you were doing before anyway. And then at what point did you feel comfortable to say, hey, I'm no longer doing this. I'm going to go all in on cloud and engineering and DevOps?
Mhm. Well, before this, I was working in, how can I say in English, non-profitable organization, I think.
Yeah.
So I was leading a team. Well, I lead a team in Argentina, in Spain, in Portugal, and also in UK. We were already almost 25 people. And this organization was to help people, so people without money, homeless, people with diseases, children. Okay, so my job was to organize all of this, to talk with, to get some fundraisers, to talk with some stakeholders, to join, to get some money and all of that. And I like to do this. I like to help people, but tech was something that was always on me since I was very young, since I started playing my first games, and downloading and cracking and all of that. I always like tech. So I said, okay, now it's time. Okay, I'm getting old, so I want to do something for myself, something that I really enjoy. Of course, I like to help people, but okay, something for me. So I decided to join this area of tech. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Now, earlier you mentioned about how recruiters are reaching out to you. So when you was on those calls in the academy, and I was saying to everyone, hey, if you do these changes on your profile, the jobs will come to you. Did you think that was actually real until it actually happened?
Uh, Well, I don't know. I didn't have any thought regarding that.
Mm,
But to be honest, it was one of the changes that you asked me to do in my CV that got me hired. And I will tell you which one. I don't know if you remember, but in one day you told me that I should add my previous experience as well, because in my CV I just said like Cloud Engineering Academy and then like 3 or 4 months in Solid Studio, something like that.
mm,
But I added my previous experience as well, and this was one of the reasons that I was hired as well. So I think that the soft skills are very important. And when I was in the interview, the man just asked me, "Okay, but talk to me about or explain me about this experience because you say that you lead here and you were working with the team and all of that. So this was very important." And for me, when you told me that, okay, I will add it, but I don't think it's very important. Why? Because it's not tech. But no, I think that everything matters. And well, they are hiring people, not machines. So I think
yeah,
that if we have any experience that can showcase that we can deal with people, that we have some other attributes, I think that's important. Of course, tech is the most important, and we need to showcase that as well. But there are other things that are important.
yeah. I think that's the key. Like everyone's that comes into the academy, their experience and background is unique. So me being able to look at your CV and quickly say, okay, do this and make this change, like you can see, like it made a big difference, right? So before you're applying for roles, hiding your background, I'm like, hey, put this back on. Suddenly, you're getting interviews, people reaching out to you, and I was saying this to you before, like if your visa situation was fine, you would have got hired in the UK, right? Because you're getting interviews, even though no previous tech experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really, really positive. Now, how was the overall experience for you in the academy, from the modules to the calls to the workshops?
The academy is excellent. It's great because for me, with 42 years old, without any experience, and I don't know if you remember that the first diagram that I was doing, the first architecture that I was doing, and you were explaining it, and I was saying, okay, for me, this is still Chinese. I don't know if you remember when
Yeah.
I said that. Um, but well, it has a very structured way that you can understand everything. It's step by step by step by step, and you go slowly and slowly and slowly, but then you get the big picture. And for me, it was really, really good. And the amount of technologies that we learn in the academy is great. It's amazing. But for me, the most important thing, and the academy is great. For me, it's the best one out there. It's your mentorship, Solomon. Knowing that there is always someone that is there and ready to help us. And I told you this in a message every time, every single time that I was sending you a message with any doubt, a question about anything, you every time you answered me, man. And for me, this is the most valuable thing that I could get from the academy because courses. You can get a lot of courses out there. Of course, not as good as this one, but having someone that can lead you and can teach you and can guide you and okay, do this and that. For me, that's it's priceless. It's priceless. So my experience it's has been great in this academy.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's really good. And that's why I'm there. I think I can give you the value, the knowledge, but being able to give you like that personalized support when you need it, that makes a difference. And obviously, I could see that you were taking action. A lot of people join courses and academies and they don't do anything, right? They do a few weeks, then they drop off. But I could see on LinkedIn, you were posting, you were sharing, I was messaging you like, hey, how's it going? What's the latest? And getting that input just to make sure you're still progressing. And then you're like, hey, I got 3 interviews, I got all these extra stuff happening. I thought, wow, like it's only a matter of time until you get the yes, right? Because the hardest thing is getting the interview. Once you got the interview, it's way easier, I think. But yeah, how was the interview process for you, given you had no tech experience? And we did a few like prep for you as well when you was doing the technical assessment stuff. So how was the overall interview experience for you?
Well, first of all, I would like to say that it's hard for a person to, when you are in this process and you are receiving so many no's.
Mm.
It's hard, and you need to get used to it. You need to not give up because you will get lots of no's, and it's not easy because sometimes, okay, I'm not good enough. No one will hire me. So my advice for the people that will see this video, to watch this video, is to don't give up. Don't listen to that voice in your head. Just keep going, keep working, and things will happen. But you need to put the effort, okay? You need to study and to go deeper and deeper in every technology that we learn here in the academy. So don't give up and don't listen to that voice because the opportunity will come. Regarding this process of the interview, well, to be honest, Solly, it was really really fast because for the others, sometimes they were giving some works to do, some projects to do, and I was doing them. Others they were telling me to study about this. Well, the last one I had it was regarding EBS, EFS, control tower, and all of that. So yeah, working on it and trying to prepare myself and all of that, losing sometimes 1 week or 2 weeks preparing myself, and then no. And of course, what a person gets so, man, what I am doing wrong because I'm studying and preparing and doing all of this. And again, no, how is this possible? But then, well, this last one, the company that hired me, and it's amazing because this is the second most valuable company in Portugal. Okay.
Wow.
Second most valuable company in Portugal. They have a lot of teams, lots of teams. It's amazing, and I'm still a little bit overwhelmed with this, but yeah, we are working on it. But the interview process was really fast. So they called me one day and say, okay, we have here this opportunity for this company. Are you available tomorrow? Yeah, I say, like, yes. Okay, let's go. And the next day, so I go to this interview with the tech expert of the company. Well, one of them of the well in the team that I'm working now. And the interview was really fast. They didn't ask me any tech questions. So they just was, okay, we believe in your CV. You have here your CV with your things. You have this background. Okay, just tell me about this. You lead a team and all of that. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so where do you live? And I say, okay, I'm living in a city in Portugal called Aveiro. And he just told me, okay, so you will be the second person from Aveiro in our team. So I was already, my mind was working. I'm thinking, okay, so this is going well. So am I going hired? Am I going to be hired? Yes or no? So yes, I was thinking already, no. And in the end, he just told me, okay, when can you start? So this was in a Friday, and I say, okay, whenever you want. Okay, so Monday you will start. Okay, then Monday I will start.
Wow.
But then we just started on Wednesday just because some legal papers, you know. But yeah, so I started. Today is Thursday, so not this Wednesday, the last Wednesday. I
Yeah.
start work for them. As so I was hired for a platform engineer team, but I'm working as a DevOps engineer.
Okay. Okay. I love that. And how has it been for you the first week? Like how over, because you have to adjust, adapt. There's probably a lot of new things that you got to work with. Lots of engineering teams probably as well, right? How's the first week been?
Yeah, overwhelming, overwhelming because it's a lot. So it's a lot of teams, a lot of programs that they work. So a lot of applications, a lot of accounts that I needed to do. So, and of course, this is more DevOps, no cloud engineer. So now, of course, we learn GitHub Actions in the academy, but it's more for cloud, I think. And now we are working more and a little bit different. And to be honest, I'm still learning.
Mhm.
I'm learning with them. They are being very cool with me, very chill. They don't ask for many things. So they are teaching me slowly. So it's amazing. And for someone that is starting, let's say this way, starting in a company and having work experience, having a team like that supports you and don't demand too much, I think that for me it's been great. So let's see how this go. They work with a lot of technologies. They already put me with Azure and with Google Cloud as well.
Yeah.
So I'm learning with them. So I just go to some sessions, some work sessions, and I'm watching everything, taking some notes, and yeah, to improve. But I think that everything will go well.
Nice, nice. Is it remote or is it in office as well?
So it's remote, so I just need to go, but it's not needed. It's not obligated. I'm not obligated to go, but yeah, they would like me to go. So one per month to Lisbon. Okay, so it's like 300 kilometers from my home.
Okay.
Yeah, one time per month.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah. I mean, the more you can go in, obviously, the better because you're very early. You want to build those connections in person. Um, so yeah, but it is far for you. So yeah, but yeah, let us know how it goes the first time you go into the office. I think that'd be a cool experience for you. Now going back to when you were learning, because obviously you're now hired, you're now upskilling, you're now in a role, you're working with teams. But when you were started, that first initial learning curve was probably quite steep, right? There was a lot of confusion. You probably weren't too sure. Things weren't making sense for you at the beginning. But at what point did you have like a aha moment? Like, hey, like, okay, I'm starting to make sense of everything that I'm learning. Like, when did that start to? When did you start connecting the dots?
I think it was when we start or in the week of Terraform. Okay. So of course, cloud is okay. I was understanding AWS and cloud, and I did the first two exams and all of that. So it was okay, but I was thinking that it was not enough because you always say that working in the console, it will not work. It will not be enough. So when I was working with Terraform, then I was interiorizing more the service, the AWS services, and working with Terraform. And I was going service by service and trying to connect all the dots and to put everything together. And also was the period that I was also checking or understanding better the networking inside the VPC, connecting all the Albi the load balancers and then the subnets and all of that. Everything I was trying to understand it better because I'm a little bit anxious we say.
Yeah.
So I when I start something, I want to get to the end as fast as possible. And sometimes this is not good because you just watch the videos in the very fast speed, and then you don't understand it very well. But I'm like that, so I want to finish as fast as possible, and this is not a good strategy because then you need to go back once again. And this always happens with me, but I always work like this. I don't know, I don't change. So yeah, and then I went back once again to the beginning of the course, and of course for me that I no tech background, it was really really good to go through things once again, and I understood things way better.
Mm.
But I think it was in the week of Terraform that I start doing some projects, bigger projects, and I say, okay, this is going well now.
Okay, got it. Nice. Because I was going to ask you, like, what specific skill or knowledge from the academy did you find most valuable for you and your learning journey? And was you going to say Terraform? Was you going to say something else?
I would say both Terraform and AWS because we learn AWS as well with so and all the network concepts and all of these, they were very important. Yeah, I think and GitHub Actions as well because I'm
Mm.
working with GitHub Actions now, so it was really good and helpful for me to know the foundations and all of that. So it helps me. So for me in this moment, I would say that it's GitHub Actions, even though I didn't work with GitHub Action that much. I was working more with Terraform, and of course I was doing some pipelines, but now, no, not the way they are doing now. They are doing a little bit different, because they are doing now some applications for Android and for Mac and iOS and all of that. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, but that experience, it was really good for me because I got the foundation and now I know what I can read the code, I can read what they
Mm.
are doing. This helped me a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So doing the GitHub Actions, and now you can see the company you're working at, they're using it as well, and you can read the code,
Yeah.
understand it, internalize it. Because like before, when you started, like you didn't know what load balancers and stuff were. And now you're saying load balancers,
Nothing.
subnets, EFS, like you know it all, right?
I knew nothing, guys. So listen, I knew nothing about AWS, about internet. The only thing that I knew was to download some games and to play some games some years ago. It was the only thing that I knew. When I joined the academy, the knowledge started to come and to come and to come. And if you really want this, you can get it. You can get it. The academy will help you, but you need to put your effort. You
Mm.
cannot give up, and you need to show up every day because the miracles, it's hard for them to happen. They can happen, but you need to put something. Okay, so do this. If you want to join this academy, join the academy. It will help you to get a job, but you need to put your effort.
Yeah, you sound like me when I was saying these stuff to you guys. Do the work, keep going, don't give up because it can happen, right? Um, okay, amazing. Now, what made you like look for a cloud program? If we like think back, were you specifically looking to get into cloud engineering, or was it just tech or DevOps? And were you looking for cloud engineering?
Yeah, so I was searching for something. I was not in the world of tech, so I was a little bit, I don't know what to do. I decided I want to do something. And then I was searching, getting some information in internet, watching some videos, and then I don't remember who was the first person that told, or the first person that I watched that talk about cloud engineering, AWS. So and that was really caught my attention because okay, also all the infrastructure now is built in the cloud, all the AI is built in the cloud. So you need this. This is a job for the future. And I start watching and watching and watching, and then I came across with I don't know one of your videos, and then I start watching one and another and another. And I
Yeah.
said, "Okay, this guy he knows what he talks about." So and then it was in the moment that your academy, the academy was coming out. So I said, okay, so this is a sign from heaven. So I'm studying, I'm watching all these videos, and now this guy comes here and he says that he will have an academy that will start in February. It started in February
Yeah.
last year. So I will join. So I joined right away the academy. I was one of the first, or the first person with all the rest of the group. And yeah, this was the way. This was the way. So I start watching your video or your videos. Okay, this is good. This seems a very good career. And this guy, he knows what he's talking about. So let's join this and let's start this.
Okay, amazing. And what made you choose my academy over the other ones? Did you find any others? Like when you were trying to break in, were you looking at, training programs
Uh,
and stuff?
to be honest, I don't remember, Solomon. I don't remember if I Yeah, I saw one. Yeah, I saw one. It's Digital Cloud. I don't know if you know that one. Digital, it's one from the United States, but it was
Right.
really expensive. It was like 5,000 euros,
Mm.
dollars. Well, but it's I know it's too expensive, too expensive. So and then I saw yours as well, but the other I don't know because I didn't watch any videos or whatever, but I watch your videos in YouTube, what you're saying, and it called me my attention.
Okay, got it. Okay, and where do you see things going now for you over the next couple of years? Like, how do you see your career progressing? Because I know you just started in a role and stuff, but you always need to keep learning and upskilling. So, what direction are you going?
Well, I like two things. So it's in the cloud, but I like architecture. So maybe a solutions architecture in the future, or something related with the AI. I like AI in the cloud, so maybe AI cloud engineer because I really like it. I did some projects with AI, and I think it's amazing. And I think that this will shape the world in the future. And well, we see that even the clouds, AWS and Azure and Google, they are investing in AI as well in their cloud. So I would say one of these two paths as a solution architect, because I really like to design the architecture and all of that. I really like it. Or AI cloud engineer. One of these. I need to check it out and to decide in the future. For now, I need to put my hands in the work and start to learn and to improve still. But yeah, maybe in one of these two areas.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, nice.
With your help as well.
Yeah,
We will
yeah,
keep in touch. I
yeah,
will always keeping back to you, going
yeah,
back
yeah.
to you.
What I was going to say is that even if you do solutions architect, having the cloud hands-on skills is just so valuable. So definitely always keep building and engineering and keep building those projects because you're in the rhythm of building and building, building. It's going to be a lot harder now that you're in a role, but always carve out some time to always keep upskilling and keep learning. Basically,
Mm,
life's a long journey of constant learning. Student of life. That's what.
that's true.
Um,
Can
cool.
never stop.
How do you Is there any advice that you'd give someone maybe similar background to you who had no tech experience and they want to consider going to cloud engineering through the academy? What would you say to them?
Well, if they really have this objective, this goal, don't give up. Just enter in the academy, and he will. I said it before. The academy will help you to get a job, but the academy will not do everything for you. They will give you the tools for you, and then you need to use the tools. So if you enter the academy, and if you show up every day like I did 6, 7, 8 hours per day. I was studying, I was working. If you start sharing your projects online, people will start reaching out and you will find a job. Don't listen to that voice saying no, that you're not capable. Don't care about the no's. Get or receive these no's as a way of learning, because I learned a lot while I was studying and preparing and doing projects for these companies. And then they were saying no, but at least I was studying and practicing and learning. So it's part of the process. And if you really want it, you can get it. But you need to go there and get it to you.
Yeah.
It will not come from heaven. You need to put your
Yeah.
effort. You can do
Yeah.
it. For
Yeah.
sure, the academy will help you. Solomon will be there to guide you. I'm sure of that. But you need to do your part as well. And if you are committed to this, man, you can do it for sure. If I did it with 42 years old, married with 2 children, screaming all around the
Yeah.
home, and I did it, so you can do it as well. Don't give up. You can do it. No one is better than you. No one is worse than you. Don't think, okay, these guys, they are brains. I'm not a brain. I'm still learning. And when I was watching some Solomon videos, I was, okay, what is this? And I can tell you one thing, guys, like every day, every single day I was thinking, this thought was coming to my mind. What am I doing with here? What am I doing? I don't understand nothing of this. What is this? What is this? What have I done with my life? So this thought was coming every day to my mind, guys. So, but don't give up. Keep on pushing and pushing and pushing, and you will do it. You will do it. Just go deeper. Okay. Use the tools. Go deeper. Start building projects every day and share them online. You will call the attention. You will be rejected lots of times, but you will be hired for sure. I did it, and I'm not better than you.
No, that's amazing, man. Yeah, it's great to see it because I can just tell you've got like a different energy, you know, since you got hired, the energy is different. Sometimes you come on the calls, you weren't too sure, you'd feel down, rejections, but I knew you keep going. And how was that for you? You know, when you said you had a lot of family, you know, your family was there, you were doing it for them, even your kids, right? I could see them on the live calls. They're coming on the calls and stuff. So
Yeah,
is that it gives you've got that extra motivation, right? You had extra responsibility to make it work.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. When you have a family, like we said, what if you can't give up? What if you couldn't give up? So that was my thought. I cannot give up. Of course, I can tell you one thing. My family here in Portugal, they have a very good, they have a company and they earn a lot of money. It's a very good company. And I could enter in this company with my family, but I don't want to. And I wanted to do my thing, you know?
Mm,
So for me, this is good. For me, it was amazing. But yeah, you need to put, I know, to establish some goals and what do you want to do in your life. I remember one photo that I saw online that was uh, a, a tune, a character, and then we have stairs, you know,
yeah,
like it was saying, like going one stair to another, to another, to another. It seems like scary, you know, like all these steps that you need to do. But then you had another photo say, okay, but if you stay in this stair for life, this is even scarier. No,
yeah,
stay like that forever. Okay, my life is like this. My life is terrible. I don't like. I'm not winning money. I'm not getting money. I'm not earning enough. I cannot support myself. And you just continue like that.
mm.
So this is scarier. This is
That's
scarier.
that's worse, right? When
Yeah,
people
that's worse.
they stay
So
stagnant,
yeah,
they don't do anything, they sit there, 6 months goes by and they're in the exact same position. Whereas 6 months of work can get you into a new job, new career, new skills, right? People, it seems like a long time, 6 months to learn, upskill, you know, apply yourself. But we've already done 6 months for 2025. So it's
it's
not,
not
it's
much.
not, it goes so fast.
If you go to university, it's like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and you need to pay a lot.
Mm,
So no, doing this is way cheaper, and you can get a job way easier and faster. So no, this is very good. And even if you are working, you just like spend just 2 hours, 3 hours per day, even if it takes more time. Don't worry, believe in yourself, and you can do it.
yeah, amazing. Well, I've run out of questions. I think we've covered everything. Is there anything else you want to share before we wrap up? Any final, gems that you want to share with the team, things that you struggle with, or, anything?
Well, I think that we talk about everything and I share my thoughts. I don't know, just saying that, yeah, don't think, just repeat myself, but say, don't think that you are less than anyone else, okay? Because sometimes in tech we think like that. We are
Mm.
less. And we see all of those people working with so many technology, and it seems like they are playing and they are doing things so fast. And for us, how is this possible? Okay,
Yeah.
you are learning, you are a beginner, but they were beginners as well. So if you are a beginner, don't worry. Just think that after beginner comes a midterm and then a senior, and everybody will go through this. And if I did it with 42 years old, imagine if you are 20 or 25 or 30, it will be easier for you. Maybe
Mm.
you are not married, maybe you don't have children. So it will be easier for you and you will have a longer career as well. So, and this pays well, my friends. This pays really well. So invest in yourself, invest in your future, invest in your family if you want, and well, prepare a better life. And then, like Solomon says, then send me a post or email saying that you get a
You
job
made it,
done.
yeah, because the odds were really against you. They were. No tech
Yeah.
experience. You had problems with your visa. You had to move countries, right? Family, you stopped working your main job. You're all in. Like, you made it so difficult for yourself, right? Just because you said, you know what, stop working there. I'm going to go all in. You had to move. Like, if you can do that, right? This is the biggest, greatest transformation, right? Like, you need to give yourself way more credit than you do, because so many people in your position would have given up.
Yeah, but then the voice would say, the Solomon voice were coming every day as well. And what if you couldn't give up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
What would
that
happen
voice
if you
was
couldn't
coming to my
fail?
mind. No, I cannot give up. I have a family. And when you have this kind of responsibility, you cannot give up. Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a beautiful place to end. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate your
Thank you.
time. Really, really happy for you, honestly. Very, very happy. When I saw that message, it's just a different feeling, because I know you were one of the first ones in the academy. I knew the struggles you were going through, and it was like a relief for me. It was like a big relief.